Hello ladies and gentlemen, so we're getting some pushback. Sir Ian McKellen, the absolute legend, has basically just come out and said what we all think. Actors act. You don't need a gay person to play a gay person. Anyone can play a gay person. You know, you don't need, ladies and gents, a non-binary person to play a non-binary person. You can act. Actors pretend. They play make-believe for a living. And finally, some well-respected, because Ian McKellen is well-respected, individuals in the industry are coming out and basically going, what are you talking about, you absolute idiots? Love it. Absolutely love it. So we're going to dive into this today, ladies and gents. If you're new here, please do hit subscribe, turn the bell notifications on, and like the video and share it. It goes some way to helping out the channel, and you know, if you enjoy the content, it's a small thing to do, and it's for free. So let's dive into this, ladies and gents. Lord of the Rings star. And he was the centerpiece of Lord of the Rings. Sir Ian McKellen has rejected the idea that actors must share exact qualities as their characters were pretending. I mean, it is an utterly ludicrous state of affairs that we've got ourselves in. The lobbyists, and that's what they are, the lobbyists, the activists have come out and said, no, you must get this individual to play this individual because reasons. You're appropriating culture. Or nonsense like that. Utter trash. So I thought we'd dive into this because this is a breath of fresh air. Breath of sanity, one might add. So though the idea that an actor must share the exact physical and mental qualities as the character they portray has been growing ever more popular across the Western entertainment industry, legendary X-Men and Lord of the Rings star Sir Ian McKellen disagrees with the entire notion. Basically, he's got a brain. And that's what it is. He literally just has a brain. So Ian McKellen broached the topic during a March 3rd published interview with BBC media editors Amol Rajan. Asked by the prolific journalist for his thoughts on the recent outrage against Helen Mirren's casting as the lead in an upcoming biopic about former Israeli Prime Minister Golda Meir, due to the actress's lack of Jewish heritage, the Magneto actor asserted, there are two things. Is the argument that a Gentile cannot play a Jew, and is the argument therefore that a Jew cannot play a Gentile? Very accurately put. Is the argument that a straight man cannot play a gay part, and if so, does that mean I can't play straight parts, and I'm not allowed to explore the fascinating subject of heterosexuality in Macbeth? Surely not, McKellen concluded. We are acting. We are pretending. What? Yeah, basically, utterly obvious statement. I mean, it is literally the most obvious thing anyone could ever come up with. Because by being so inclusive, you become so exclusionary. No, only gay people can play gay people. Right, okay, so does it work in reverse? I mean, it doesn't. Obviously, we know that. But then that's not an even keel, is it? The argument is lost. And I understand, right? Like, I do understand part of the argument that individuals make where, you know, we need more black actors or, you know, black trans actors or gay actors or whatever, right? Like, I understand that there's an argument to be had somewhere in the sphere about that. But this sort of pushing doesn't really add up and sort of, you know, the playing field doesn't quite work like that. It's not how we do it because one rule for thee, not for me, doesn't quite add up and quite work. So anyway, we have this, you know, the article continues, and this is linked down below as well. But then we have this kind of nonsense, right? So Mirren was first accused of engaging in Jew-face. I mean, just that alone, surely that should, I mean, how can you even say that? I wouldn't want to say that running around. Like, that's awful. For her role in the currently in production Golda in January, when British actress and comedian Dame Maureen Lipman stated that she disagreed with Mirren's casting because the Jewishness of the character is so integral, and I'm sure she can play that perfectly. I'm sure she, Mirren, will be marvellous, but it would never be allowed for Ben Kingsley to play Nelson Mandela. Right. You just couldn't even go there. Lippman explained to the Jewish Chronicle, right now, representation effing matters. It has to also finally matter for Jews as well, especially Jewish women. Right. That kind of just sounds like you're a bit butthurt that you didn't get the role. More than, a fantastic actress in, Helen Mirren getting the role. She then opined, perhaps you need to have some sort of panel of people who say this is not acceptable, this is acceptable. Oh, that would be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? That would be the best thing ever. Just a panel of lobbying activists going, no, we disagree with you. You're fired. You're hired. Because you've got enough points. You're scoring enough points over there. Like, this is just playground nonsense. It really is. It's so juvenile. And that's what it is. It is actually juvenile. The fact that actors no longer can act and play a part, therefore you must... that is literally juvenile behaviour. Elaborating on her comments to Variety, Lippman added, Helen will be great, good actress, sexy and intelligent, looks the part. My opinion, and that's what it is, a mere opinion, is that the character's race, creed or gender drives or defines the portrayal, then the correct, for want of an umbrella term, ethnicity, should be a priority. Right. Okay. Which is not to say that Pericles, Prince of Tyre, has to be played by a pure Tiresian thespian. It is complicated. Right, of course. Only works in one way, doesn't it? We're really taking that lack of outcry. In a sense, I'm a tiny outcry because every other creed, race or gender discussion with regard to casting tsunamis, think Eddie Redmayne, Scarlett Johansson, Jake Gyllenhaal, Johnny Depp, Rooney Mara, and ridiculously Javier Bardem in Meet the Ricardos. But remember, ladies and gents, like for every outcry that happens here for these kind of casting situations, right? Normally, when the actor goes, yeah, okay, I'll give in to the lobbyists. Let's just keep calling them that because they are. Let's give in to the lobbying activists. That project actually just dies 9 times out of 10. Remember that, and it was going to be interesting. That very interesting exploration of a transgender individual that Scarlett Johansson was going to play, and then they came out and was like, no, she can't play it because she's not trans. Like, 1, it doesn't matter. It literally doesn't matter in any way, shape or form. But 2, now that project's completely dead. It's not happening. Gone. So all these lobbying activists, 1, you just talk yourself out of a representation in the first place. Surely you'd want to, I mean, not saying Scarlett Johansson's a particularly great actor, but surely you'd want a great actor, Helen Mirren being one of them, to play the part, to do justice to the part, to represent the part in the most serious of fashions and the most, to actually do it with some credibility. But no, that's too much to ask. Apparently, you really just want some individual to do some box checking. You even want a panel. Tick, 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 tick. And that's all it is. Utter trivial nonsense. But Ian McKellen, what a legend. What an absolute legend. So finally, we're getting some level of pushback. I mean, it's not pushback, let's be honest. Let's get real here. But it's good to hear a Hollywood heavyweight such as Sir Ian McKellen coming out and saying, no, this is basic nonsense. We pretend for a living. So let me know what you guys think down below in the comment section. If you're new here, like I said at the start, do hit subscribe, turn bell notifications on. Thank you so much. Take care.